Hello and welcome to episode number 12 of the Joey Moments podcast. My name is Joey. I have Joey Moments, and I'm joined by past roommate, future gambling addict.
Current gambling addict.
Again, former roommate, Dillon, of 2 years. We lived together for a while.
2 very long years.
Yeah, it was
Great.
The
torturous.
first year was
a lot of
easier.
drinking.
Yeah, God. Well, we'd play games, and it'd be like because we'd play a lot of Counter-Strike. That's a curse that living with you had, because I didn't play Counter-Strike by myself, and then you'd be like, Joey, we're playing Counter-Strike, get on.
Yeah, we need
a fifth.
We need
a fifth.
We need you. We don't really want you, but we need you.
I'm like, okay, I'll play. I was good for info. I'd go out and die, and then I'd be like, they're here, here, and here.
Better than a bot, better than a random. Yeah.
Well, sometimes better than a random.
Well,
I don't know that. But we'd lose a round, and I'd be like, Dylan, here's a shot. Take it. I wouldn't even ask you. I would just go into the kitchen, pour a shot of tequila, bring it to you, and be like, here you go.
Specifically Jose Cuervo.
We drank a lot of Jose Cuervo silver.
It was so cheap. $24 for a fucking big old handle. So
There's a reason it's cheap.
Yeah. You got the job done.
It's so fucking disgusting. Realistically, that's probably what we should have had on today. But yeah, I finished our bottle on Monday, and that was fucking disgusting.
Didn't restock?
No.
One goes, another comes in?
No. That Jose Cuervo that we had here at the house, I think someone brought that for the lads video.
Probably.
I think that's what happened. And so it took forever to go through because nobody drinks that shit. I think the last time people drank it was like Memorial Day.
Yeah, I mean, even just living here is just a collection of alcohol just building up, mainly because of Marshall.
Yeah, and nobody
Marshall
took it when you guys moved out. You guys
huge.
moved out. Nobody took anything. I still have all of the alcohol. We just cleaned up the basement and we just put it all back. It's alcohol that every time you guys come over, I try to get people to drink it. I'm like, somebody please drink hard liquor. I know everyone's drinking PBR.
I know everyone just brought 24 packs of Mick and PBR.
But please, somebody drink this random corn rye whiskey that we have.
That Marshall's great-grandfather made back in like, it'll put you on your ass, but it'll get the job done.
Oh my God, it was like that when he brought the fucking, what do you call it? The corn rum? Is that what he called it?
I don't remember what it's called.
We called it the hick rum.
Yes. Yep.
He called it
horrible.
rum, and it was
horrible.
it was made out of like corn, and it was fucking vile. That was the same night I think Eric poured him the shot in our apartment where it was just
the mixture.
Yeah. Well, Marshall goes, Eric, pour me a shot, and Eric's like, "What do you want?" I don't care. Whatever you get me is fine. And Eric's bright, brilliant idea is a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I missed that because I was on call that night.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what their conversation was to lead up to that. I don't know if Marshall asked for something like that, or if Eric just was like...
Eric was mixing like 2 or 3, if I remember correctly. It was like 2 or 3 initially, and Marshall... I don't remember what he said, but just...
Were we doing buttery nipples that night?
Doing what?
Were we doing buttery nipples that night?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. That makes sense as to why we were mixing shots.
It was just a mixture of like 10 different drinks. And
we did a lot of buttery nipples, too. That was a lot.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
And then... Oh, my God. Yeah, me and you just drank
a lot of shots.
That first apartment was... we were both going through it when we moved in together.
Yeah.
That was...
Not ideal, but we were there for each other. Drinking, getting high.
We didn't really do that too much. Oh, I guess that
probably happened towards the end.
That little jar of gummies that we took to the Ozarks that melted.
That melted, and we just used a spoon to fucking... Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was... What an eventful time. I remember taking a chunk out of that, and I almost had to call Chris.
Oh, really?
Because it was when Chris lived in the same complex as us. And I was sitting there. You were gone. I think you were with your girlfriend at the time. You were at her apartment. And I was so faded, and I ordered Domino's for myself. Ate all of the Domino's that I ordered. I ordered a medium pizza, breadsticks, and the little lava cakes.
Oh, yeah.
Killed everything. And it was the pizza that me and you would always get, the buffalo with the banana peppers.
Yeah.
I got
thin crust, specifically thin crust.
The thin crust is what sells it.
I know.
You were onto something on that one.
Was.
And I killed it. and I'm sitting there. I was playing Counter-Strike with, I want to say, like, Nathan and Danny. Maybe not Danny, but Nathan and someone else. And Chris is in Discord, and I was just tweaking. I was sitting there, and I was just shaking. I was like, oh, fuck.
Which is weird because those were just Delta 8,
No,
weren't they not?
I remember what it was. It was not the Delta 8 gummies. It was the blue ones that we had in the freezer.
Oh, the homemade ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, those. I don't think I actually ever took one of those because I was like, damn, this will put, if it puts you on your ass, it'll put me on my ass.
It killed me. Oh, I was, yeah.
Yeah, I remember those.
And
Those-
after that specific incident, I didn't eat any more of them. We threw the rest away.
I don't. Yeah, I think they just stayed in the freezer for who knows how long.
Oh, they were also disgusting.
Yeah,
They were the most vile fucking attempt at an edible.
Yeah,
They knocked you on your ass, but God, eating it was, you had a 50-50 shot of throwing up first.
yeah.
But it was nice of her to give us those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The batch number 1, just failures.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. We got the test batches. That was such an eventful apartment. And then we had so many people over all the time.
It felt like every single weekend we were hosting.
It felt like that for the entire time we lived at the apartment, and then the first like 6 months living here at the house.
Yeah,
Because you were in the original batch of house people.
sure was.
It was me, you, Marshall, Tyler, and Zoe. And God, that was such an eventful year.
It was just weird how it happened because Tyler and Marshall just lived right next to us at Brentwood, and it was just
And that wasn't even intentional either.
it
That
wasn't
was just
intentional. It was
they
just
needed a cheaper
funny
apartment.
coincidence.
They
how
needed a
were
cheaper
right next door.
apartment. We told them, "Hey, this apartment's pretty cheap and it's nice."
Yeah,
It was before our AC went out.
yeah.
For like 6 months.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Okay, we'll look at it." And then they text us one day and they're just like, "Hey, we're moving in to." They text us like, we're like, "Oh, what unit are you moving into?" And they text us and we're just like,
No way.
No fucking way.
They're right next door.
we had a fucking sitcom going on there.
It was great. I
was
should have
so
just cut
funny.
a hole in the wall and just had a little door. That'd been great.
Yeah. The amount of, was it Marshall that smashed the mushroom on our door?
Yeah, motherfucker. He broke our little skeleton hand that we had for Halloween. Well, that you bought.
Yep, that I bought. Yeah, we had the skeleton hand and
And he kept fucking throwing mushrooms at the door.
Yep.
Little fuck.
Yeah, because mushrooms would go right outside the front door.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it was,
And then
and it was so funny living next to them because what would happen is they'd be cooking something and they'd be like, "You guys want steak bites?"
always steak bites.
Yeah, steak
Always
bites. Yeah, sounds great. Or making honey sesame chicken tenders or whatever.
Yeah.
And you just walk over there and you'd bring a couple beers and be like, "Hey."
I don't think we ever cooked them anything. It was more of just come over and drink.
Yeah, that
was-
was the
it was-
exchange. They would cook. They would come over and drink our booze.
Yeah.
And that worked out great. Or we'd have a party, and half the people would be over
We
there
just go over
playing
there, poker on the little broken ping pong table they had in their fucking living room.
Or what was it? Was it Tyler's chair that we stabbed?
I think so.
It was
Yeah,
Tyler's
with the
chair
sword.
with
the
my
nail-
sword that
Yeah.
that Eric broke the sword.
Fucking air.
He broke the hilt. The hilt's still. I grabbed it recently to chase a possum outside
The fuck?
because we have a possum that just keeps getting into our yard and antagonizes Kimba in the middle of the night,
Uh-oh.
which is like the worst time to have Kimba barking. And so finally, I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm done. I grabbed the sword and I just started chasing this possum in our yard. And yeah, it was the handle's so loose. Like I feel like if I
Yeah.
swing it, the blade's just gonna.
Might be time to get a new
Heat it.
sword.
Swords are expensive.
They are.
Swords are expensive. I was
Yeah.
looking at one recently to
Oh yeah.
put on the wall.
What kind of sword?
It's from WoW. It's Frostmourne, big giant sword.
It's gonna.
It's gonna cost like $400. I was like, I don't know if I should do that. I haven't done it yet.
Good.
There are better
Use
things
that
to spend.
$400 for
A case opening.
case openings.
Yeah.
All on red.
Oh,
Legos. Other useful things.
400 on red. If you win, straight to case opening.
Straight to case opening.
Yep, that's it. Actually, no. If you win 400 on red, you've got to follow it up by putting it all on black.
All in black.
All on black.
I would agree.
Yep. You got to switch it up. You can't do it on red both times.
There's no way
You won't win.
It's no way it's
Nope.
red twice in a row.
No way. It's
No
red
way.
twice.
No way that could ever happen.
Oh man. Yep. Bet on zero.
Bet on zero?
Yeah. All on zero. Yep.
I'm not a betting man.
Not a betting. You're a slots man.
I'm a slots man.
Yeah. You like.
I have no desire to learn poker because it's just too many things going on. I'm more of a slots, little roulette, horse racing.
Oh yeah, horse race. That'll be fun
Can't go wrong with that.
once the horse track opens up here. I
Yeah.
can't wait for that honestly, because then we'll all be able to go. We'll have a good time and lose some money.
Or win.
Well,
I'm
you
a
see,
winner.
I have a philosophy on horse betting. Whatever horse pays the most, that's who I'm betting on.
Oh yeah.
Go big or go home.
I would
You
just
don't,
throw
you
it
don't
on
do the
those.
safe bet. You don't do the safe
I
bet.
would just do it on whatever horse has the coolest name.
Like Jarvis.
Probably like Jarvis. Yeah. If its name was Lolly, probably not. Be fat and slow.
That's so funny. Was it who got the was it the pillow of Lolly?
Yeah, I got that for Nathan.
You got
and
that
Anna.
for Nathan.
Yeah.
Clever gift given.
Yeah.
That was that the same year that Tarek got the
Just-
certified T-Law poster for Anna.
For Anna, yeah, with the no bitches.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, we were doing, what's it, Secret Santa?
We did Secret Santa
And then White
people, and White Elephant.
Yeah.
Mhm. So that was fun. We should do that again this year. Honestly, I liked that. That was fun.
We attempted.
We should definitely, I say, plan that. Honestly, I'll probably plan it, and I'll plan it at the same time that I'm planning Lads Giving, because we'll be at the house again this year, which means we get to do the big Lads Giving again.
Yeah.
Which I enjoy. It was hard at the apartment. We didn't do it at the apartment. We did it. Was that Tarek and Z's house in Lincoln?
Yeah, we did in Lincoln. Yeah.
That was okay.
Yeah.
Because I think me and you had talked about it, and
It's just not practical with the amount of people. I mean, with the 2 apartment split, we probably could, but
it still would have been
you
chaotic.
want people together.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, no, that was interesting. And then I remember coming home on Thanksgiving.
oh, I'm 6 bottles down of Angry Orchard. God, I was depressed.
That was so
It
funny.
was a rough Thanksgiving.
I was like, I come home, and your door wasn't closed. And I was like, hey, Dillon.
Yeah.
And you're like, I walk in. I'm just like, I want something to drink. I go to our fridge because we always had something to drink, whether it was McUltra or Angry Orchard. A lot of Angry Orchard. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I knew we didn't have them. I think we had like 3 bottles of Angry Orchard, and I go in there and there's 2 new 6-packs. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I see a half-empty 6-pack, and I'm like, what's going on here? And so I go into your room, and I just see 6 bottles on your desk. And I'm just like, oh no, what is
He's
going
going
on?
through it.
What is going on? That was a rough year.
It was a rough one. Yeah, my family was out of town for Thanksgiving. My girlfriend at the time was being a jerk.
Weren't you guys on a break at that point?
I don't know.
Hadn't you guys just started a break?
I think so. Oh, fuck.
Yes, because
It's like 2 years ago.
that's when I found her on Tinder.
Yeah, I remember.
I had to be like, Dylan, what's going on here? And you're like, oh, we're seeing each other right now. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, that makes sense.
Great relationship choices back then.
Hey, you know what? I will tell you this. You just incrementally better.
Swing and a miss.
This last upgrade, though.
That was
Good
great.
for you.
That was great.
Good for you, Dylan.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
Yeah,
You-
she's great.
yeah. No, she's a hoot and a holler.
I agree.
She's hilarious when she's over. When like we have parties and Megan comes over, it's so funny. She absolutely likes to be
She
the
loves,
party.
Yeah, she loves to bring the party. Loves to talk. Love to
Which is good. We got
get
some
people
certified
going.
yappers.
Get people go. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she fits the vibe.
Oh yeah.
I think you finally got one that just really fits in.
Yeah.
No one's
doesn't-
no one's forcing themselves into the group.
No one. Yeah. No one trying to be underage drinking or smoking, and
No doing laundry at the
no doing laundry at the house. Even though you're not together.
That was interesting.
Yeah. That was. Even I was confused by that.
I just entertained. I was like, well, I'm not rude. I'll be a host. Well, especially because they'd always come up when we were at the house and they'd come to do their laundry. Like, you should make a hookah. I'm like, okay, I'll smoke some hookah. I like hookah, and spend. It's like a 20-minute endeavor to get one ready. And we'd sit down. We'd start watching like whatever Zoe had on, and I'd take, I'd get it rolling, and then I'd pass it around. It'd go around once, and then it gets back to me. I'd take my pulls, and I'm like, I'm passing it around. No, we're good.
No.
We're done.
No, we're.
Why the fuck do you have to make one then?
Yeah.
Motherfucker,
One hit, we're done.
this is gonna go for an hour and a half, and you wanted one hit.
Oh, you complained about doing it by yourself.
Well, there's a time and a place to smoke a hookah by yourself. I did not want, like, there were nights where I didn't want to smoke hookah, and I'd be like, I just want to go play games downstairs. You should make a hookah. Oh, okay, I'll get a hookah rolling. And I'm thinking, I'm going to get the hookah rolling, and then I'm going to leave it to you guys, and then I'm going to go downstairs. And no, and I'm just like, well, motherfucker, I'm not just gonna
Can't
waste
just-
all this
can't
tobacco
wait
in the
to hookah.
coals and everything, and because it's not cheap,
No.
and so. But yeah, I don't really. I haven't smoked a hookah by myself since like the week after the Ozarks.
That's good.
It's been.
Good for your
I've
lungs.
tried, and I get about 30 minutes in, and I'm just like, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. This isn't for me anymore.
Yeah. I enjoy the hookah. It's just I don't ever get the buzz from it. Not like a good old
Well, when was
Vape.
the last time? Do you still vape?
no. What a 3-week dry streak. Have
So-
you know? That
Well, so
thinks
now if you did the hookah, now you'd probably get the
Yeah.
buzz. That's the thing. You keep subsidizing the. You keep
I know.
every time we're with people, you're just like.
I prefer
"Can I
the
hit your
vape because it hits harder. It hits harder.
It does. It has a higher nicotine content in
Yeah.
it. So, but the nice thing is, like, when I took that like 4-month break of hookah, the first time I smoked it, I was like, oh, I remember why.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I could ever go back to smoking a hookah by myself every day. That was.
I remember when you wanted to get the fucking cup holder one for your car and your fucking desk that had a cup holder.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so great. Oh, so
And I
great.
didn't. Braden showed me that too. He's like, dude, they have one for a cup holder. And I was like, fuck, I might have to do that. And I think that one probably would have been a little bit more doable because it
Yeah.
had a smaller bowl, so a lot less tobacco in it. Would have been lasted a lot less because you only needed
Yeah.
one coal for it. So it probably would have only lasted like a half hour, 45 minutes, maybe. But you're also smoking a lot less tobacco, which I
Yeah.
think was the big thing. And I would do a full bowl. And that was miserable.
Yeah.
My lungs, I would be coughing up phlegm every day. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to have kind of kicked that habit.
It's a good habit to kick.
Yeah. So Dylan, we gotta have a little intervention for you.
What's that?
Why aren't you getting any knives?
What do you mean, why am I not getting any
Why
knives?
aren't you getting any knives?
I
Dylan?
unboxed gloves the end of last year, which is a knife. I just traded for a new knife.
Did you? What knife did you get?
Stat Trek Factory New Talon Fade.
Oh.
93% fade.
What'd you have to trade for that?
My M9 Doppler.
You got rid of the M9 Doppler?
Yeah, 1-for-1.
I never thought I'd see the day.
I kind of regret it because I forgot how much I hate the Talon Inspect, but
Well,
be
it
a
wasn't
fade.
like the M9 Doppler like the knife you were like gunning for a while.
Yeah. Ideally, I'd like the Karambit Doppler would be my favorite,
It's fair.
but I don't know.
I just really want a butterfly knife. That's it.
Yeah,
If I could get a butterfly knife, I don't really even care if it's a shitty butterfly knife. I just like the inspect animation on the butterflies. They're so fucking
yeah.
cool.
My biggest Counter-Strike regret is trading my Butterfly Fade, which back then was like $350, $400. Now almost $4,000. So
That's how I feel about trading my Tiger Tooth Karambit.
yeah, or
I
giving
really
me
regret that. I got $400, or giving you all
my
of my
Negev,
Negev
the
skins.
Negev collection that I gambled away.
To be fair, I've rebuilt it. Then
Yeah.
I have everything. The only thing I don't have is the anodized navy.
Yeah, that's
Because
like
I really regret
too
letting
much.
you. I really regret letting you gamble that because at the time it was only like 25, 30
Yeah, now they're
bucks. Now they're
like
fucking-
400
Yeah,
because
they're-
then because that trades up to the Glock Fade.
So it's it's so fucking expensive now.
Yeah, which is
I'll
a
never
regret.
get one.
I regret not getting a Glock Fade because back then they were like $100.
They were like $100, and they were also super easy to trade up to.
I should have
The
been.
trade ups were so. That's the one thing I miss about Counter Strike is the trade up system.
Yeah.
Trading up used to be so worth
It'd be
it.
fun, worth it. Now it's just
There's just no value to it. There's
No.
so much there's so much unvaluable shit that you'll trade up to that eventually you don't get anything
Yeah.
that's worth it. Whereas before, like, you'd watch YouTube videos and they'd be like, these are the hidden trade up gems.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, they're not really hidden because you made a YouTube video that has
Yeah.
500,000 views. But okay, and you'd go in and you'd look at the skins and you're just like, oh wow, that really is not actually that bad.
yeah.
And you do it, and that's
mean-
how I got my anodized navy. I think I traded up for an
Trade
anodized
ups
navy.
nowadays aren't really worth it. There's nothing unless you're spending hundreds, thousands of dollars to do a trade up. It's not worth it.
Wouldn't that be
It's better to
nice?
gamble.
Better to gamble.
open cases.
Better to just open cases and see what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see you blues. That's usually what I get.
I would love to say we should have a day where we have everybody in Discord with you, and we have you do a big case opening, and everybody takes a shot when you get a blue.
Oh, everyone would be fucked. They'd be so done. 5 cases in. Maybe 5 blues in a row.
If you get a gold, everyone has to finish their drink.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that'd be everyone would be sober. If it was you have to take a shot if it's anything but a blue, everyone would be sober. I always get a fucking blue.
You get blues. You get a lot of purples too.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah. No. And then the funny part is you always, every time I've ever watched you get case or do a case opening, you always have at least 2 reds swing by.
Yeah. I'd say I get a lot more reds than anyone else, which
I think that's also because you just open more cases
I
than
also
anyone
do.
else.
Open a lot of cases, yeah.
Not really as much anymore. I think the apartment was your peak.
I do open 1 case a week during my weekly drop.
Yep, when you and
And
Nathan
then
and
I
Danny play
occasionally
Counter-Strike.
dabble by throwing an extra 50 in, which gives me another 15 cases on average.
On average.
I know.
That's crazy. It's so.
Ask me how I know.
That's so funny. I still very distinctly remember one of like the hallmark moments of the house, when you guys lived here, was, I'm upstairs. I don't even remember what I was doing. I think I was watching TV in the living room, and I hear verbatim every word you are screaming, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" Because you've never been that loud the entire time. We had lived together I think we lived together a year and a half at that point.
Yeah.
I'd never heard you yell that loud.
That loud.
And I run downstairs. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You sound like you were hurt.
I was. I was hurt.
And fucking Brayden got
Unboxed a fucking Craven tiger tooth.
Wasn't it factory new?
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
Yep. Right after Logan unboxed
Right
the
after
knife.
Logan got his falchion or gamma Doppler falchion knife.
Oh,
Which I'm not mad about that. That's fucking ugly.
Yeah.
The Craven tiger tooth though.
Like a $1,600 knife.
Yeah. And you know what? And he didn't sell it when I told him to sell it, so he didn't make full profit.
No, he I think he ended up losing like about $200 on it.
Yeah.
Well, losing.
Wow.
It was all profit.
He made profit. Yeah. I was so
but
hurt though.
$200. Oh, dude, you were so pissed. And the fact that we have like 5 different angles of that.
Yeah.
You have Tyler's Snapchat
who's
video,
right fucking
my
next to me.
Snapchat video of it, Tyler's metal clip, Braden's metal clip, Tarek's metal clip.
Yeah. It was a rough night. It was a rough night.
It was so fucking funny.
I
The other moment I think is just wired into my head of me and you living together was you cock blocking the shit out of me.
I don't recall ever doing that, but I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Just
Well, so I had someone over, and I mean you've talked about this story,
yeah.
and you were playing Counter-Strike. It's amazing how often you play that game.
It's usually always Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Or currently Apex Legends.
And you were screaming at Nathan, and the person I was with was like, "Is he okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he's fine. He's completely fine. I promise you, he's fine. He's just playing games. He's playing games with our friends, and he's just yelling at them. This is what we do." And she's like, "No, you gotta go check on him. Like that's like he's like screaming." And I'm
He's
like,
been shot.
like I'm just like, okay. I'm like, I'll go check on him. You know, I put on pants or whatever, and I walk over to the room and I check on you. I knock on your door. You know, hey, what's going on? We're just playing fucking Counter-Strike. Fuck Nathan, stupid fucking bitch. You're screaming, you know, hitting your desk. Your poor little armrest on your chair is bent.
Oh, that fucking shit. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, whatever. And I walk back to my room. I think it was like the only time I ever had someone over while you were home.
Yeah.
Because after this event, I stopped doing it. I
only committed to Sundays.
You would tell me like, hey, I'm going to be over at my girlfriend's. And I was like, awesome, have fun. Bye. Bye-bye. And I went back in there and she's dressed and she's like, I'm going to go. And I was like, mother.
I just gave her an excuse to leave, honestly.
Yeah, you know, that was.
It wasn't going to be good anyways.
Yeah, we were already like 40 seconds out of 45. We were pretty much
45?
Yeah, no,
That's
a long time.
That's a lot. 3 seconds, take it or leave it.
3 seconds, take it or leave it. You know, that's still a long time.
That is
honestly.
too long.
Sometimes I just look at it and I'm like, I'm done.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think that was the only time anything like that happened at the apartment.
I feel like I know what you're gonna bring up now.
I don't know that I'm gonna bring it up. That was funny though.
The late night chicken nuggets.
Okay, well you're bringing it up. So
random woman.
That was so funny. It wasn't random. You brought it over before. I had seen her before, and I was like, okay, you know, whatever. I was coming home to grab a change of clothes because I was house sitting for my parents.
Yeah. You weren't supposed to be home. That's the thing. You weren't supposed to be home.
I was not supposed to be home. And we already had Life 360 at this point. If you didn't have notifications on for our apartment, that's on you. I had them on. I knew every time you parked in the parking lot. And I get to the door and I jingle the keys and I open the door and your door is wide open. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And because anytime your door was closed, I would just speed run to my room, and I just turned the corner and you're towering over this chick. That was like the shortest woman I had ever seen in my life, and I lived with Zoe.
True. Yeah.
She's like 4'2".
That's barely.
We'll see if she listens to this. If she does, I'm gonna get a Snapchat as soon as she hears that.
Yeah.
And I just turned the corner and I'm just like, oh, hello. And I start walking by, no pants, and I'm like, oh god.
I'm not proud of it.
I'm like, cover my eyes, speed run, and I get my clothes. I get everything. I pack a bag, and that way I didn't have to come back the next day. And I'm walking out, and all of a sudden she has pants on.
I'm not proud of it.
She has pants on, and your positions were flipped. She was at the air fryer, and you were standing at the sink. And I was like, all right, bye. See you guys later. And I just scurried out of the apartment.
Just wanted some late night chicken nuggets.
Yeah, that's what you wanted.
It's
okay. It's okay. It was a different time. That
was a different time. I'm a new man.
New man. Yeah.
I would never do that.
No.
Never.
We put that air fryer through the fucking ringer.
Yeah.
That and then what did we eat? We ate those. What were they? The frozen pot pies.
Frozen pot pies and the Red Baron individual pizzas.
We ate a lot of those. And
That
we ate a
was-
lot of curry.
Curry, yeah,
Curry and fried rice.
and pasta. That was like
And
the
pasta. Yep, we ate a lot
big
of pasta.
stuff.
Oh, and we had a shit ton of Albalardos. Because it was right down the street.
yeah.
I think that's when I really started eating that instead of Lena's. Because it was closer to us to just go get.
I would say I prefer
Abelardo's.
Abelardo's over Lena's.
I just didn't like the drive-in. That drive-in at that one on 108th was really weird.
Yeah.
Because that was...
It's like,
Because you had to like... The drive-through window was basically on the street.
yeah,
So you had to like curve. And if there was a line that was more than 2 cars, they were
it's
in...
just a traffic. Yeah.
Yep.
It's a weird one.
That definitely was a weird one. But, yeah, I mean, it was a fun apartment. I enjoyed that time.
Yeah.
It was just too expensive to go another year.
Yeah, what they raise like 150?
It was like going to be like $13.75 to stay there
Yeah.
for 12 months. And it wasn't, yeah, and it was 12 months. But our first
one was 15.
Yeah, it was a
'Cause it's
15
cheaper
month
that
lease.
way.
And then they didn't offer us the 15-month lease the second time. They
Yeah.
just said 12 months. And I was like, oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah.
But we are going to take a little bit of a break. And when we come back, we'll talk about McUltra. We are back from a very short little break.
Very short. Very
We
short.
have some McUltra now.
Less than 45 seconds.
Less than 45 seconds because we're both quick guys here. They call me Joey Johns, Freaky Fast. Joey Johns, Freaky Fast.
Yeah.
Yep. Except, unlike Jimmy Johns, you are never satisfied.
You've never satisfied me.
Well, you've never given me the opportunity.
I've tried.
Oh,
I actually haven't.
I was about to say I don't think you have. We had the little summer of drunk Joey just kissing random people, and
I was never one of them.
no, you were not.
No.
No, you kissed Austin.
I did kiss Austin.
How was that? Was he a good kisser?
No, his mustache was prickly. It was not smooth. Same with Nathan's.
You know, I was so drunk when I kissed Nathan. I don't remember it. I don't remember the kiss.
I'll have you know, Nathan tried to slip tongue. When he listens, he can't deny.
Well, you know, he can't deny it. That's, I will say comments are open on Spotify and on YouTube, so he
You can comment on Spotify?
Yeah, I didn't know that until I started hosting a podcast. And then every week it asks me if I want to enable comments when I upload it. So I was like, I didn't know that, but that's interesting. So yeah, if you guys want to interact with the podcast, sometimes we put polls in the podcast depending on what we talk about.
Oh.
Like, should Dillon spend a paycheck on Counter-Strike?
Yes.
The answer is yes. That's that's the only answer. Actually.
The devil on my shoulder says yes.
The angel on
the
your
angel
shoulder
says yes also. Spend it all.
So speaking of Counter-Strike and cases, I was going to surprise you with a case opening. And it was so funny. I tried to sell a couple skins to do it. Because I was like, I don't want to spend money. But if
Yeah.
I can, just sell like 2 skins,
Quick sell something, yeah.
and then we'll just buy a case and a key. I was just gonna get the cheapest case and just be like, if you get a knife, you get to keep it.
I'd be very surprised.
I just wanted the reaction because knowing your luck, it would have been live on camera. You'd have gotten like a fucking. You would have gotten something good, and I would have been miserable because it wouldn't have been on my account. But I was gonna have the laptop just like right next to me, and just at the very end be like, "Okay, Dylan,
Time
here's
to
the
gamble.
case. Time to gamble. Don't worry, we'll get you when you get home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you get on Discord, I'll just make
Maybe
sure
when I get home,
Nathan-
I'll throw 50 on. Who knows? Maybe 100. I'll have to check the bank account first.
maybe
Make sure all the bills are paid.
first I'm gonna go take 100 to the casino, put it on red, and then whatever I
And
have.
when I win, because I will win.
That's it. Don't go to the casino thinking you might not win.
That's
No, you're
the
winner's
mindset.
mentality.
Winner's mentality.
Yep. Addicts, they quit before they hit it big.
Exactly. 99% quit before they went big.
You've never even been to a casino, have you?
No, I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself.
You've seen how you act with Counter-Strike.
I think I would trust myself. I would just bring in like 200, maybe 300.
So why don't you just bring cash and then leave your debit card at home? That way you can't physically withdraw more money.
My credit card.
Well, leave your cards. Just bring your ID.
My
and cash.
company card. Gotta leave.
Oh, you're gonna use the
company card.
Hey, you know what?
5,000 limit on there.
That's basically free money to gamble with.
Basically.
That's what I'm hearing.
I see if I win on a company credit card, they can't be mad.
And then you just pay it back.
I just pay it back.
You're just like, hey, I know I spent $5,000 on the $5,000 company card, but I won $35,000. So here's $5,000, and thanks for you don't need to give me a bonus.
You think
this
realistically you'd get fired for that?
Yes, absolutely. I don't think there's a reality in which you max out the company card.
I feel like that'd be a hard debate with HR. But think of how much money I made. What if I gave them an extra like 5,000 on top?
I think they would want the full 35.
No,
I think they'd want the full amount
Not
because
happening.
you gambled on the company dollar. I think they'd be like, we're entitled to all of the money now.
Oh, I don't remember signing that in the contract. You get all my gambling winnings.
I think the problem is there's not a clause in your contract saying you can't gamble on the company card because they don't think you will.
Yeah, probably.
But you know what? Ambiguity in a contract that favors the person who signed the contract, not the person who wrote it.
That's a big word.
Is it too much for you?
Is
it too big for you?
I got a vocabulary that's for like a 3rd grade level.
We're gonna get you a little calendar. That's what I'll get you for Christmas. A little calendar with the word of the day.
Word of the day. Word of the day.
My boss has a word of the day calendar, and that's how he makes his passwords.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
That's not very secure.
I mean, it
Is
is because he'll do like a number and
He'll put like the word of the day and then the date.
not the date. No. He'll do like the year, and then he'll do like a bunch of symbols. So
It's good to know.
it still ends up being secure, but
I'll make sure to hack into it when I figure out how to hack.
when you figure out how to hack, well, then you'll also have to figure out what day it was that he made the password, what year it was, what month it was.
That can't be that hard. Feeling like
I mean, he's only been making passwords for 30 years.
that. Yeah. Can't be that hard.
That's only probably like a couple 100,000 unique password combinations.
I can figure it out.
Oh, could you?
Give me 24 hours.
Okay. Get me into the bank account. I want to give myself a raise. Because they're not going to.
No, you're not deserving of a raise yet.
Ah, you sound like my boss. But no, it's all fun and games. So how did you enjoy living here? We never talked about it after you moved out. You just kind of moved out, and we just never talked about it.
I would say overall I enjoyed it. I did not like the mothering aspect. I
Yeah,
felt like
you
I
were
did
the
a lot
mother
of,
hen
a lot
of
of the
the group.
chores.
Which you were.
Obviously I initiated most of doing them, but
You were also home the earliest in the day, out of everybody.
Tyler
Tyler.
worked from home. So
Should have had a 5-course meal every day you got
I
home.
should have.
You should have. You also were the best cook out of the group, far and away.
Yeah, I didn't.
Minus Marshall's rice bowls that he would make.
Those are good.
Those, I miss those. I miss him fucking just dirtying up the entire kitchen
He
to
did.
make the most banging rice bowls.
He would always
all
make
time.
just something random. Like what was that? Like leek something. I don't remember what leek was the main concept of it.
I don't think I was here for that.
Oh,
I think
it
I
was
might have
just
gone out for
fucking
dinner that night.
everything out. It was
Dude, and the fucking when he made gumbo, That,
That was good.
oh my God. I ate that for like 3 meals a day for like a week. Shit was so fucking good. Marshall needs to come back and instead of drinking on the podcast when he comes on, he actually has to bring gumbo.
He has to bring gumbo and he has to eat.
We'll just eat gumbo on the podcast. It was so good, but it was fun. I explained it earlier. I think me and Zoe talked about it. It felt, or me and JC or someone, it felt very different than the house now. Like when I lived with you guys, me and you were the only time it felt like I was an adult living on my own. Living with you guys in the house, it felt very much like I was at a sleepover with my friends.
Yeah.
And then now it feels like I'm living with like my brothers. Like it just feels like a family house now. And it was very interesting, very chaotic.
Yeah. I did.
And then I got a dog and you all moved out.
Yeah, well. Yeah. Yeah, kid was not that bad. Just a yapper.
He is definitely a yapper. Hey, you know what? The floorboards get a lot less stressed now that Jarvis is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The crack in our ceiling has stopped.
Oh, yeah.
From you guys all sitting on the.
Yeah, it's funny
because
we didn't realize that was the issue till like 8 months in. That's why it was cracking.
Yeah, it was really late into the game.
Yeah, we would always sit on that fucking banister.
All the time. I would, you would, 3 or 4 of us would sit on it at a time. And now it's like nobody's
allowed on the banister.
Jarvis can't even get on it. Jarvis will break through
Jarvis will crash
floor.
through the banister.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think our landlord would have been very pleased if he found out that way about Jarvis.
No, yeah. I never found out about Jarvis, so.
No, he did not. He did not. Jarvis was a good cat. I miss Jarvis every once in a while.
He's still shit. Still scratching stuff. That's my goal before I move out of the apartment is to get him to stop scratching random things.
Good luck. Good luck with that. He's a little scratcher.
He is.
He likes doing stuff with his hands, you know.
He is.
Fucking shit up.
It's so fucking annoying.
He sees Captain America's shield and he's like, yeah.
Oh, that pissed me off.
He's like, I'm America's cat.
Because his fat ass was going for the basil plant that I just got. And he was eating that, and he fucking knocked over the Captain America shield.
His fat ass wanted food.
Yeah, his fat ass wanted my basil plant. He ate more of that basil than I did.
I didn't know you had a basil plant.
I had it for 2 days. So.
That's so funny. He was never really destructive. I think the only time he was really destructive that I can remember was when we lived in the apartment. We had him maybe a month. And I was like, you were at your girlfriend at the time. You were at her apartment. And I was like, Jarvis, you can sleep with me, buddy. And I left my door open. And he did. He came into bed with me. And I was like, all right, that's cool, whatever. I'm dead asleep. And I just hear just crash and explosion. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And the Saturn V rocket was just on the floor. And Jarvis is just sitting on my bookshelf just dead eyeing me. And I'm like, oh, you motherfucker, you're dead.
He's a dick sometimes.
And then anytime he'd get into my room, he would just try and climb on my bookshelf. And 50-50 shot that he would get stuck behind my bookshelf.
I feel like he always got stuck behind the bookshelf.
Because I had it catty corner, so there was a lot of dead space behind it. And yeah, he would jump thinking he was jumping into one of the closed cabinets, but some of them had openings, and he would just go right through.
Yeah. I remember when we first got him, he just always stayed in your closet.
Oh,
behind your dresser.
Yeah.
It's the only spot you could hide, really.
It was miserable to the point where I had to keep my door closed like 24/7, which sucked because it meant I got no airflow. And that apartment, I loved that apartment.
Yeah.
However, air conditioning and heating in that apartment was fucking terrible. If I did not have my door open, letting the rest of the apartment's AC into my room,
my AC was great. Mainly because I kept my door open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you had nothing. The cat couldn't do anything. He could just hide under your bed.
Yeah, I did have nothing, and I still have nothing.
You were a minimalist. Even more so at the apartment, because everything was so confined that you didn't have a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah. I would say now I have a little bit more stuff, mainly just more Legos. And
hey, you
pictures.
Know what? I'm glad to say I started that addiction for everyone.
You did.
That was...
Mine is just the Marvel stuff, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. I have all of them but the Iron Man and Black Panther.
The Black Panther one I don't think is worth it.
For
the Iron Man one is...
Iron Man
was
retired,
so you have to buy it aftermarket.
I was too late for that.
I mean, you can buy it on
I've thought about getting
Bricklink or something.
Yeah, I know Amazon had it for like $100. That's like,
Honestly, yeah. If you can, I would say if you find a good listing for it, try StockX because StockX has Legos and you usually get them a little cheaper.
yeah.
But yeah, you should get the Avengers Tower.
I just
Spend
don't
a good like
know if I'd
$500 on it.
have anywhere to. I'd rather get the Hulkbuster for 500 than the tower.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like all the minifigs that came with it. The tower.
Because it feels like there's too much going on.
Yeah.
Like I get that it's supposed to be like a celebration of the Infinity Saga,
Yeah.
but like there's characters at Avengers Tower, like and there's Centauri, which tells you that it's Avengers Tower, which tells you that it's set in the first movie.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, I guess after the first movie, because it's not Avengers Tower during the first movie. It's still Stark Tower.
Still Stark
during the
Tower,
first Avenger. But they have the Centauri stuff, so it's like, okay, well, so it's the first Avengers movie. Why are there characters from
Yeah.
way later in
Future.
Yeah, and so it's a cool set, but I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah.
If it goes on like a really crazy sale, like if it goes on like a 50% sale, like when it retires, I'll probably get it. Like if I could get it for like $250, I'd buy it, just because I think that's kind of a steal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just not really big. Like the Marvel set that I have that I really enjoy is the Daily Bugle.
It's a cool
That I fucking love that one. When you guys got that for me, that was pretty fucking tight.
one. Yeah.
So and that was a fun build. Did that all on Twitch, whole thing live.
Yeah.
We have the time lapse of it. That was a fun experience and it's never broken. Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God. I was always worried that the little shelf. Do you remember the shelf I had it on in the apartment? The little shitty corner shelf me and my uncle put together real quick.
I'm surprised that even held anything. That was a shitty fucking show.
It was crooked the entire time. Like
so fucked.
I set the Daily Bugle on it and it tilted, and I was like, oh shit.
As long as you don't tap it, it won't fall over.
As long as I don't tap it, and then I ended up putting like a box under it to keep the shelf from
I remember that.
bowing.
Yeah.
And that was the entire time we lived there. And once we moved out, I think I left that shelf up.
Did you?
When we left, I don't think I took it down.
I don't know. Speaking of Legos, I've not noticed, but there's a what's that Tim Horton movie?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas,
Comes
yeah.
out in
Yeah, it's
September.
fucking what, like $200 though?
Yeah, I don't think
for
it's worth it.
some tiny little.
And it doesn't come with. It comes with almost all the characters, but it's missing just a couple to me that I'm like, well, I don't. It's not worth it, in my opinion. And I get it. It's like Disney probably was like, you have to charge. Like here's a tax.
I feel like it should be aimed more for kids, so it should be cheaper.
Well, it's designed as like a collector set. So
Yeah.
it's like an adult set. And I think Lego's getting a little cocky on that market. And they're like, oh, we can charge hundreds upon hundreds of dollars for some of the shit. And it's like, dude,
Yeah.
like I get it. I get the AT-AT being like $850. It's
Massive.
It's bigger than my dog.
Yeah.
I get that. But you're telling me that this fucking little shit shack is gonna be fucking $200?
Yeah.
Really? This should be like 100 max.
Yeah.
The Legend of Zelda set is, I think, also too expensive. It's like $300.
Is it? I haven't.
And I'm
I don't
like,
know if I've
dude,
seen it.
there's too many figures. It's or 4, I think, because you get Link and Zelda from Ocarina of Time, Link and Zelda from Breath of the Wild, and then you get the Great Deku Tree. And it's like, that's cool and all, but that's like a $150 set.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
I feel like they're trying to target more adults when they need to go back to just kids.
Well, and there is kid stuff. The kid stuff we don't pay attention to because that's not the stuff that like Twitter is going to talk about.
Yeah,
and there is a lot of kid stuff like the Animal Crossing line that came out. To get all of the sets, it's $180.
Oh, that's not
And that's
bad.
to get the entire line that they have right now. So, and that gets you a lot. And I thought that was pretty cool. I kind of was interested in it just to get the minifigures from Animal Crossing, but I didn't bite the bullet on that one.
No.
No, there were other Lego sets I wanted to get. Because, like, I like the adult stuff. Like, I had the Saturn V, I had the Space Shuttle and all that shit. And I want to get, they have a Concorde one now that I want to get. And it's super cool. But it's like, again, it's like $200.
Yeah.
That's just like, dude, who has $200 in this economy? What are you doing with $200? You're buying Legos? No, man. There's cases to be opened.
All on red.
All on red. All on red.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're going to the casino and you're not putting it all on red, what are you doing?
You put it on black, and that's the wrong choice.
Isn't there green too? Isn't there
There's-
like one green
one
spot
green.
on the roulette wheel?
Yeah. And that's like, I don't know, 5 times.
Is that all it is?
I don't fucking know. I'm not an expert.
Is it because what red and black is it just 2 times?
I think red and black are 2 times, and green is like, it's more than 2 times.
Gotcha. So what I'm hearing is all on green.
Yeah.
experience.
If you're feeling really lucky. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know about you. I'm always feeling a little lucky, which I shouldn't. You've been my friend long enough. That's kind of crazy, actually. I've known you
Since sixth
since
grade.
sixth grade. You're actually you're the you're the person in the group I've known the second longest. Only
'Cause
next to Eric.
Eric, yeah.
Eric is the person I've known the longest in the friend group.
Yeah. And that's just,
And then
was that just convenience of neighborhood?
so I moved into that neighborhood, and football started in July of that year, and I met Keith through football. And I was hanging out with Keith. This was like late July, maybe early August. School had not started yet.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You got to come meet this guy, Eric." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." And, Keith takes me to Eric's house, and Eric's mom answers the door. And she's like, "Oh, Eric's in the basement." And Keith just, takes me down to the basement. And we get down there, and fucking Eric's just playing Minecraft.
Probably with me.
Yeah, probably. I remember, no, because we were like, "Oh, that's fucking, this game looks sick." I'd never seen Minecraft before.
Really?
This is the first time I'd seen Minecraft. So this is like 2011. And I'm like, "Dude, this is cool."
Did Minecraft come out in 2012?
That was the Xbox version.
Oh,
the full
Xbox.
Game, the full game came out in 2011.
Yeah, okay.
Was release 1.0.
Huh.
So technically the game came out for the very first time in 2009. Shows how big of a Minecraft fan you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only liked it for Hunger Games.
I only liked it for PvP.
Yeah.
If
yeah.
there was a pro scene,
Yeah, but
I would have been there.
But I remember first day I met Eric, he goes, "Oh yeah, you can play on my dad's computer." And so me and Keith went and sat at his dad's computer. You remember that big wooden desk?
Oh, yeah.
And then he logged me into your
And
account.
his account, yep. My password at the time was Google.
That was such a shitty password.
Well, nobody would think of it. Nobody would think that I would use a browser as my password.
My password is password.
Don't worry, it's a little more secure now.
Oh, it's Google.
It's Google.
Exclamation point.
Backwards.
Oh, that's pretty good.
See?
But yeah, and then, God, and that was before the Mushroom Island, the server I played on, because that would have been like beta, 1.7 or 1.8 would have been around that time.
Probably, yeah.
And I don't remember who had it. Someone had like a glass dome underwater. I don't know. That was that was like 13 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would have been Sheldon. I don't think we had met Sheldon yet. I don't know. Eric might have. I had not. I met Sheldon in 7th grade. So, and then after that, me and you met in 6th grade. I don't think we started hanging out a whole lot till middle school though. Because me and your brother kind of butted heads in 6th grade.
Yeah, you said something a 6th grader should not say.
No, we're not going to talk about that. That's classified.
Yeah.
That's a really funny thing for a 6th grader to say though.
I didn't even know what it meant until I got older. I was such an innocent child.
Yeah. I ended up being friends with the other person that I said that about. They never really held a grudge, but I don't know. Me and Peyton never were really friends after that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, my parents didn't like you for a while, so.
Yeah.
Well, surprise.
Surprise. It's you know what, parents and liking their kids' friends.
Parents and liking you.
Most parents liked me, okay? Okay. No. There's one of our friends who are like parents just had a hell of a time liking.
Yeah.
It was always funny because he never did anything wrong. It's just parents were just like, "We don't like you." So it was always funny. But in like 7th grade, 7th, 8th grade, me and you started hanging out a lot. It was like when you'd come over to the house all the time.
I'd say so.
And
Yeah.
it was always the same thing. We'd get my mom to buy us the orange kickstarts, and then we'd just take turns playing
bagel bites.
Bagel bites.
Yeah.
When we'd play.
Played a lot of Halo. Played a lot of Minecraft.
We did a lot of Minecraft PvP, and then we'd do the Black Ops. We would just sit there fucking throwing tomahawks on jungle.
1v1s, yeah.
I remember that.
Those are good times.
Good times. That was in my weird room at my grandpa's house where the TV was like way high in the corner.
Yeah.
It was such a weird house. I love that house, but
And then we slept in the same bed together.
all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
The first man I shared a bed with.
Oh, the first man you should have been. And then you met Nathan, the love of your life.
Well, in fact, first time I slept in the same bed with Nathan, we were sleeping like head to toe, and I fucking kicked him. Pretty sure I kicked him in the face, and then he like fell into the corner of the bed between the bed and the wall at Tarek's house. Tarek,
That's fucking hilarious. But everyone slept in my bed, like when we were growing up, because I had the big old fucking sleep number bed.
Yeah, huge.
And so everyone would just be like, "Oh, we're at Joey's house. Sleep in your bed." I remember 4th of July. It was you, Chris, me, Eric, and some random kid
Yeah.
whose name I don't remember.
I don't know.
I remember his face, but I don't remember his name.
I know there was a fifth person, but
And you all fucking piled into my bed, and I was like, "Oh my god, I don't know if my bed can handle this because it's a sleep number, so it's just a glorified air mattress."
yeah,
And no, we somehow all of us
it
fit in
worked.
there.
It got the job done.
Yeah, it was, and the power went out that night.
Did it?
Yeah, power went
I
out
don't know
that
if I remember that.
because we had the little redstone, that one right there. We used it as a little light.
Not really.
Yeah, that was at my house in Bellevue, the really tiny fucking cramped house.
Oh, yeah.
I hated that house so much.
That was
That
good.
is the one I think you came over the most though.
Yeah.
Because you drank all of my parents' milk
I
every
sure did.
time you
Oh,
came
I
over.
loved milk.
Milk, and that was the Bagel Bites house.
I remember you had that. There was that hill that we'd ride the skateboard down on. Not really ride the skateboard, but sit down on
Sit
it.
down. Yeah, that
and
was in
lay on
in
our
Bellevue.
stomachs and
Mhm.
yeah.
I'm amazed none of us got hurt doing that.
Well, there's that one time that car was following me down. Then I didn't realize the car was following me down.
That car should have hit you.
Oh, I wish. Or at least gave me a boost or something.
Yeah, that's true. We did a lot of stuff at that house because we had the park right behind the house. Like literally, if you
Yeah.
jump over my fence, there was the playground for the elementary school.
Yep.
And that's where we would launch the fireworks because they had the big empty field, and we'd do all the fireworks there. And then we did the Roman candle wars there.
Those are great. We did it there, and then we also
Until you skimmed Eric's nose with one, and that was
I
me.
did?
I skimmed his nose. I think I burned a zit off of his nose.
we also did Roman candle fights at like a field next to Chris's parents' house a lot.
Hmm.
Like between the McDonald's and his parents' house.
Yeah, I remember walking to your parents' house a lot from my grandparents. Because
Yeah.
I'd be hanging out with like Keith and Eric, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna walk." Me and Keith would walk to Noah's a lot, and like half the time we'd be like, "Should we just go bug Dillon real quick, see what Dillon's doing?"
Yeah.
And it was, you were just always, "I'm playing Minecraft."
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
I always walked over to Eric's house. I always walked or biked, and then I'd have like neighbors drive next to me like, "Oh, you need a ride?" I'm like, fuck no.
No, I'm
I'm
walking.
a fat little kid who needs to walk.
Fat little kid who needs to walk.
Yeah.
Trying to build up my energy
to
so that
build
way
my
when I
energy.
build my computer, I can be a fat little fuck playing my games. Was it your first computer? Was that the one that you had the DOA motherboard? It was something DOA right out of the box. Weird little things that I remember from.
I don't
growing up
remember
in
if it
that
was my first or
neighborhood.
second one. I think it was my second one.
Yeah.
The white and black one that Zoe now has.
Oh,
That's the one that DOA'd.
Gotcha. And then that same time period, that was when you and Henry got me into Counter Strike.
Yeah, good.
So that was that summer. Because it was Henry that bought it for
Henry
everyone.
bought it. Henry bought it for me for my birthday. I think he bought it for someone else.
It was
but-
me. I think it was me.
Was it you?
Because I was gifted Counter Strike. I did not buy the game.
Yeah.
I was gifted Counter Strike, and then I still had to spend $15 because I didn't buy the game, so I had to spend $15 in the store because I'd never spent anything in the market.
Yeah.
I had to spend $15 before I could buy cases and shit
Yeah.
because that used to be the restriction.
Yep. They did that with TF2 also. That's
Mhm.
actually where the gambling started. TF2.
I remember playing TF2 with Eric and Sheldon and you a lot in 7th grade. That was our Counter Strike,
That was the Counter Strike. Yeah.
and we'd always play on the same fucking orange
That fucking
map.
and it.
Like Orange 3, I think is what it is.
Yeah. It was a great map.
Zero textures, just a blank map.
It was so good though. It was so good because all it had is one fucking tower in the middle
Yep.
and
then
two
in
little platforms in the back.
Yep. That was it. I really enjoyed that. That's such a special time. Because
Yeah.
we'd either do that or we'd do Minecraft. And Minecraft was so much fun. We found our ravine together.
Oh yeah, and then everyone fucking piled in.
Everyone moved in.
They wanted our ravine so bad.
They did. And that's still honestly probably my favorite survival world we've ever done.
I would say so. Yeah, that was a good one.
And I don't think we've ever been able to revisit it. I don't know that Eric has a backup of that map.
I'm not sure.
I think every time we've talked about it, I think that's the map that's lost media.
The other one that I liked is when Nathan and I built the big old wizard tower.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
And then every other time, it's just you and Nathan trying to build a big old house.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's-
Nathan builds the house. I just get shit.
Yep.
That's
And then
the-
you end up
that's the
getting
duo.
everyone and their brother a fucking elytra.
Yeah, that's what I did last time.
Yeah, yeah. I remember because I got on after being like gone for like 3 days, and you're like, "Hey, Joey, I got you a gift," and I was like, "Oh, yay, a gift!" And you just land right in front of me, throw an elytra down, and leave, and I'm like, "Yippee!"
That's why I love Minecraft, but I just can't. I get so bored of just playing it.
That's why I like modded Minecraft.
Yeah.
But I think because you have the goals of getting like 100% completion, and then was it? Yeah, me and you and Danny had our base in the last world.
All the
And-
mods,
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
like, "You guys just do the mods."
which we never finished. We get 99. It was like 99.9% done. Danny would know exactly, but
sounds like we gotta get Chris to put the server back up
yeah.
and
But we were
finish it.
almost fully automated for it, I believe.
Yeah, I
But-
love modded Minecraft, but every time I live in a base with you, the first like 2 weeks is awesome. The last 2 weeks, I cannot join the world and go into my own base without it lagging the shit out of my game.
There's just a lot going on. We had a fucking
I go from
two big ass nuclear reactors on the bottom of the base.
Oh my god!
Fucking mob farms, just fucking everything.
I liked the base we had. I made it look pretty because we lived in that giant hole in the
Big old-
ground.
Yeah. I
was
love
good.
I love building it to like caves and stuff and
That's so
making
much fun. I'm
yeah.
I'm such a hole in the ground. I just find every time it's always a hole in the ground.
just a dwarf.
I am. I really am a dwarf. I mean, I'm 5'7", so I think it fits. You know, that's dwarf height.
I would
Especially
say so,
compared to
yeah.
you, you're a fucking jolly green giant.
Yeah,
You're
only
like-
6'4".
you're- Only 6'4". Only. Yeah.
I could be taller. I'm glad I'm not.
Dylan, if you were taller, I don't.
That'd be fucking horrible.
You couldn't walk in this basement if you were any
No,
taller. You'd
it'd
hit
be
your head on
horrible.
the mid beam right there.
Yeah. I have a guy at work that's fucking, I'd say he's like 6'8". His name's Tim. He's fucking
That sounds terrible.
like, damn.
Being
dude,
that
you make
tall
me
sounds
feel,
awful.
You make me feel fucking puny.
Like I think like 6 foot would be nice, but anything
Yeah.
like 6'8", like what the
I don't
fuck?
know. My
What are you-
knees,
what are you
my knees are
shooting
not
for?
friendly. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
That's why Tyler and I don't do squats. At the
Yeah,
gym.
because your knees just
They just-
break.
Well, it's just it's more uncomfortable. That and deadlift is very uncomfortable.
That's fair. Yeah, deadlift's a short man's lift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More of a leg press kind of guy.
Yeah. Have you gotten back into the gym? The whole gym scene?
I took a break because of the tattoo. Because you
Mhm.
can't have that with Sanitoderm.
Yeah.
All
All
but
the sweat, yeah.
this week, tomorrow, I'm going back.
Nice.
A little
nice.
week break.
Yeah, because I remember you took a break when we were in the house because you and Tyler got real big.
Yeah, I was just tired of
we
going
lived
at
together.
8 o'clock at night, being there for 2 hours at fucking
Yeah, no, that's why. Like, I
Being so
remember I
tired.
tried to go with you and I went for like 3 days and I was like, dude, this sucks.
yeah,
Because I'm already like in relax mode,
yeah.
and then we'd go, and then
And it's come
we'd
home,
come
shower,
back.
go to bed.
Yeah, and that
just
was miserable. Well, it was come home, eat Arlena's,
eat Arlena's
shower,
protein
go to
shake,
bed.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, but now we do like right after work, so like 3:30.
yeah, that's not
Get
bad
back
at all.
home 4:35 ish, which is
Because then you have the
ideal.
whole evening ahead of you still.
Yeah.
I wish I got off before 5. If I got off at 3:30.
getting off at 3 is a blessing. I don't think I'd ever take a job where I
If
don't get
I-
off at 3.
One of the jobs I applied for at one of the hospitals would be I'd get off at 3:30. So
Yeah,
I really want that. They haven't called me back, but I want that job.
I was working that
So-
7 to 3:30, and it was great. But 6:30 to 3 is, even though I lose sleep, it's worth it.
Well, you lose sleep because you just don't go to bed early.
Yeah.
You could.
I say I go to bed at 10 o'clock, and then I watch TikTok until 11.
I know because I'll see you'll be like, oh, I'm going to bed, and you'll disconnect, and then I'll come into, I'll be on TikTok because I've gone to bed at 11:30, and I'll see your little green dot because I'll go to send you a TikTok, and I'm just like, oh, Dylan's still up, that little cheeky bitch.
I have an addiction. I was kind of hoping they'd ban it, but they haven't banned it yet.
I'm glad they haven't banned it. It gets me through work.
I'm glad they haven't because I like learning things and getting
You're-
like
you're just-
recipes and
you're
stuff.
The food part I get. I was like learning things. I don't learn anything.
I get like random science stuff here and there.
Occasionally I'll get something like that. Mine is mostly funny stuff. Like my TikTok is still very 2020 core.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, mine
It's
is.
very nice. It's very skit based. All the skit comedy that
I
really
get that.
blew up.
I get that here and there.
I love that. I did not realize though, and it's probably just because I've had TikTok for 4 years now. I'm following like 1,300 people.
I know. I feel like
And-
I accidentally follow someone and then I just don't unfollow them because
Yeah,
It's not like
because
it's a big deal.
You don't ever see them again, and
Unless I go to like the following page.
yeah,
Which
and
it's not that worth it.
it was between like one of our friends who we don't really talk to anymore, and all the horny TikToks he would send. When I go through my followers list, I just see a bunch of names that are no longer available.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of people who've been banned.
Probably got banned for sexual shit. Yeah.
Yeah, they would violate the TOS and he would send you a lot. You'd wake up with like 20, 30 TikToks.
Yeah. Why is dude horny on a Tuesday night? Like, what are you doing?
And now it's really just you and Tyler who send me TikToks now.
Yeah.
So
I don't open TikToks anymore that people send me.
I know you don't. I know
I've
you
seen.
don't.
I'm just like a game with myself, seeing how many I could collect at the end of the year.
Because now if there's a TikTok that I'll ask you about, I have to tell you to go watch it.
If you send it to me on Snapchat, I'll watch it.
Oh, that's the key. All right,
That's the key.
done.
Also, did you
Me and
know
you're
that
about to have a Snapchat streak now.
I already have some? I'll have more.
I have 5, and I haven't had a Snapchat streak since like junior year of high school.
Really?
Now in the last like 3 or 4 months, I have 5.
Who are your Snapchat streaks?
Henry,
Henry? That's surprising.
JC, Z, Tyler, and Jake. And I've lost Tyler's streak
Really?
twice already.
God,
So-
slacker.
And I lose our streak on TikTok like once a week.
I didn't realize TikTok had streaks until last night.
They also have group chats.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, that's fucking lame. Why would I want
I
to
mean,
talk to someone on TikTok?
Well, I mean, I think it's because like I'll send their TikToks that I'll see, and I'll send it to you, Tyler, Dillon, or not Dillon, Nathan, Eric. I'll send it to consistently a group of people.
Yeah.
And I think having a group chat would make that easier because I'm not sending it to a bunch of people. I can just go group chat, boom, send it there.
Yeah.
But also like we already do that with our Snapchat group chat.
Yeah.
Where
Mainly
we're just-
Danny. Fucking Danny.
We used to a lot though. Everybody used to send them a lot, and I feel like now it's just no one does it as much.
Yeah.
So I'm changing it. That's
You're
it.
changing it? You're
That's it. I'm gonna
making a new
start
group
sending
chat?
Snapchat TikToks all the time, every day now.
I'll make sure to block you.
Chris had me blocked on our phone number. Like he had me blocked. He had my number blocked for like 2 years in high
Really?
school. Cause I would send him that stupid fucking dick tit picture.
Oh, why'd you have to remind me of that? It just popped in my head. I hated that. I hated that picture.
Everyone who went to high school.
I hated that
will now-
picture.
will now remember that picture. Yeah,
So
it was such a funny picture.
It was horrible.
It
It's
was-
vile.
Yeah, it's disgusting, but it's funnier than shit. It's funnier than shit. I had an upperclassman. It was one of Noah's, his brother, one of his friends. They were in the basement, and they showed me that picture, and I was like, "That's fucking vile.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Why would you show me that? I need to send that to everyone I
Give
know
it to
right
me now.
now.
Give it to me
Send
now.
it to me. I need to forward it." And I think I had my flip phone at the time. No, I had my iPhone by then.
Yeah.
And I think I immediately sent it to like everyone on my contact list.
Yeah.
And Chris, I remember him sending me. I would send it to him like once a week, and one day he was just like, "I'm blocking you." And he blocked my number for like 2 years.
Fucking. I don't blame him, honestly.
No, everyone should have done that.
Honestly, yeah.
I wouldn't have a podcast.
You would not have a podcast. You'd not have friends. Well, you'd probably have friends.
Probably.
Not us.
Probably. Not you guys. No, not you guys. Not at
Because
all.
of that cursed picture.
That one cursed picture. I'll send it in the group chat.
Oh, yes.
Next time
See who
someone
you get
sends
traumatized.
next time someone sends a picture of my face, I'm just gonna send that picture.
Yeah, you should have said that earlier today.
Oh, yeah. Those were some pretty good pictures that they were sending.
They were.
But the video of me drunk in the kitchen, though, that was
When are you not drunk in the kitchen?
most days.
Most days?
I don't get drunk anymore, really.
No?
No, last time I was drunk was Monday. I had a really bad day. That was the first time I'd gotten drunk in a while. I guess I got drunk the previous Thursday, but outside of those 2 times, I have not been drunk in like months.
That's good.
So it was just the past like couple weeks have been really stressful. So
I can't
I've
say I
just been
remember
trying
the
to
last time I
cope.
was drunk. It's been at least.
The Beer Olympics.
Oh, yep. That was the last time I was drunk. I was
Yeah.
fucked. I was so fucked.
That was my fault. I think I'm the reason you ended up throwing up
Why?
because we played whatever that game was.
Oh, the
That-
fucking with all the cups in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking Stack Cup.
We should
Anyway.
play that again. That was
good
a
game.
really fun
Yeah,
game.
but you were fucking me over. You said you weren't going to, and you fucked me over.
Dude, it was just that spot. Being in that corner, I got you and Zoe
I think
plastered.
just the worst part, the only reason I really threw up was just the carbonation. It was just,
It'll do it to you.
it was just sitting in my
I had
stomach.
so many McUltras that night. It was fucking vile.
Yeah. I mean, the worst way to start was just swimming, chugging a beer, swimming back.
It killed me. I was dead.
I'd do it again, though. That's so fun.
I would like to go to the gym for a year before I do that. Specifically that. I would like to be the guy sitting on the raft this
Marshall
year.
had to be because he can't swim.
Okay, Marshall needs to take swimming lessons before next year then. Because that was brutal,
That'll
man.
get him some floaties.
That killed me. I unironically, my blood pressure got so high that I got a migraine. That's why I had to go lay down.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I only missed one game, and then after that, I was fine.
Yeah.
And then the back pain. I had a muscle relaxer prescription for a week because of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I pulled a muscle in my back.
From swimming?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're swimming hard.
I tried. It's just because it's because I didn't stretch, and then I don't work out, so my muscles are all tense because they never do anything. I sit in a chair at work. I sit in a chair at home.
Just always in a chair.
My daily workout is chasing Kimba. That's it. So, I don't know. Beer of the week was McUltra.
Yeah.
What do you think about McUltra, Dylan?
I think it's a beer.
I think it's
probably the
people's
most
beer.
acceptable. Yeah, people's beer. It's the
people's
easiest
beer.
to drink.
Oh yeah.
It's better than PBR.
You can chug McUltra if you wanted to, like if you're playing beer card or something. I can't chug PBR.
No, I'm not a beer guy, but McUltra's the only thing I
I
can
know
drink.
you're not. I was gonna go pick up Angry Orchard, but that just
Yeah.
didn't happen.
That's okay.
I can tell you who that's probably gonna get saved for then.
Oh, other tall guy?
Other tall guy.
Tall gang?
Yep. He's not on until October.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's gonna come on. I think his podcast comes out October 14th. So spoiler alert for people who don't like to know.
Rumor has it, I talked to Danny. He said he'd also be down.
I'll text Danny.
So.
I think unironically Danny was already on my list for like
Oh, really?
like 2 weeks. So I'll text Danny. I'll send him a message. I gotta get it planned out. Next week is for the next month. Next week is my only not planned week. Everything else for the next month is planned.
That's good.
So
That probably makes it a lot easier.
It does. I was getting into the groove of it at first and having to plan it every week, but
I'm very surprised you actually are getting someone almost every single week.
there's only been 1 week where I haven't been able to get someone
Yeah.
on. So it's been pretty good. I think it's because it's only one person. It's not 3 other people.
Yeah.
So I think if we had a podcast where it was 4 people, I think it'd be really hard. Unless it was the same 4 people every week.
So what's your plan after you run out of close friends?
Well, then I'm going to open it up to the larger group. So like our Ozarks group and stuff like that and go through them. That'll probably be like season 2. And then after that, we'll probably have repeat groups, but it'll be, because after this, my
More
plan,
like just like groups instead of 2
yeah,
people.
it'll be a 3 people podcast for the most part.
That's a good idea.
With a 4-person podcast being like a special occasion thing. So,
That's smart.
Yep. So I'm also, I think at some point early next year, the set will be moved. It won't be in the basement anymore.
Oh, yeah?
We're
you
looking at
planning?
a storage unit.
Oh, it's not a bad idea.
Yep. So, which will be fun.
Yeah.
It just means we can't drink a 6-pack while we talk.
Well,
Which-
you could.
You just have to sit there and hang
Sit
out.
there,
for a
hang
little
out, put a bed in
bit.
there.
Hey, you know what? Honestly, a bed.
Fine. A couch.
Then it really. Oh, then it's a casting couch.
Casting
Yeah,
couch.
I'm not losing the casting couch allegations on the podcast.
No.
But thanks for coming on. It was
Of course.
it was fun. You were the original roommate. Had to have you on at some point. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's other stupid shit we can talk about next time.
Probably.
So I'm probably sure the next time you'll be on will probably be with Nathan.
Yeah. Who will just
Insult
talk
you the whole
shit,
time.
insult, be a dick.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. I remember you getting insulted a lot, and then one day you just told me like, Joey, Nathan can do it. You gotta knock it
Well,
off.
it's because you and Nick always said the same fucking forehead bullshit. Well, Nathan's were at least clever and unique.
Sometimes they were clever and unique.
Sometimes. Most of the time, they were clever, unique, and I respected them.
Yeah.
Yours and Nick's were the fucking
Well,
same.
you were just like, you were
landing
just like,
strip,
you were like, Joey,
bullshit.
we're moving in together. You gotta knock it off. And I was like, okay, Dad. So yeah, that was the only time I've ever seen you like angry.
No, I don't get mad that often.
No.
The only other
No.
time I would say you guys as a friend group have seen me mad is when I wrestled my brother after a party bus.
You know, Never mind. Next time you're on the podcast, I want to you and Peyton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We just wrestle again. See who wins. He would win.
Bonus content. That's
Bon-
bonus content. Yep. That's
My
a
brother
bonus
would
episode
definitely
right
kick my
there.
ass.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as he's not going for his keys.
Yeah. It's like he's not going for excuses.
That was such a fun party bus.
It was. I do want to plan another one after paintball.
We should. We
After I
should do
play
it.
paintball,
So-
I'll plan a winter party bus.
Me and you can do that again. We can plan it again. Because
Yeah.
we planned the last one. So, because then I can do the logistics. We just got to find a new company for the bus.
Yeah. I mean, what? It's been about. Has it
been
been about
almost
a
a year.
year?
It's been
Yeah.
almost a year.
There
Yeah.
has to be a new company out there, right?
So, hopefully, because the last one sucked. So,
Yeah, you had to stop
but we
every
gotta
30
do it.
minutes.
We gotta get it advance. We gotta do it in advance if we want to do it in the winter. Otherwise, we're gonna lose out to all the old ladies doing the Christmas light tours.
Oh. That's kind of lame.
Yeah, it's very lame.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, yeah. Why are you on a party bus if you're not stopping at bars?
Yeah, why are you not drinking?
They do. They drink like the spiced hot chocolate.
That's so lame. Are they dancing on the stripper poles?
No, they're sitting there, like, going and looking at Christmas lights.
That's so lame. Fucking old people. Like,
Well, it was a pleasure having you on, Dylan.
thank you.
If you guys want to listen to more Joey Moments, you can go to our website, joeymoments.com. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And the social media links, again, are on our website at joeymoments.com. See you guys next week for episode number 13.
Lucky 13.
Lucky 13.